So I said last time that we were going to talk about our trip to PAX Unplugged, and as much as it will annoy Jonathan, we are going to do that.
Hate you guys.
But I'll give you the option to talk about your other favorite thing at TreeCon. That's it.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
I threw a bunch of trees on cars. A bunch of people asked me stupid questions, and just randomly a Dark Souls health bar appeared, and I had to fight Santa.
That
nice.
Is a twist that if you read the wiki, you probably would have seen that. Good effects to life. It'll say it right there. You have to fight Santa after you fight off all the dumb customers.
Got his 3 phases. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah. I had to go.
What's the most amount?
I had to go Super Saiyan 2.
What's the most amount of Christmas trees you've sold in one day?
A single day, 40.
Wow.
Sounds like a lot of trees.
Yeah.
I have no frame of reference, but it sounds like a lot.
That sounds like a lot of trees.
Well, if you think about it, like, you meet a couple, you go through all the trees, you pick it out, you take the tag off, you trim the bottom up, throw it on it, tie it on. Like, we have to be moving to get 40 done in 8 hours.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Especially
I didn't eat lunch that day.
Oh gosh. It's especially awful when the couples are like, "Is this tree free range? We only want to get this tree if it's had a good life."
Babe, if you don't adopt this tree right now, I'm going to send it to the pound. It's going to die.
oh my goodness.
The tree pound.
Don't light this tree on fire.
Chris.
I pull out a chainsaw and hold it right up to the tree. Like, I'll do it.
Chris, we have to get this tree.
Honey, please.
I clearly have horrible seasonal depression.
When John said he didn't eat lunch, I just got the image of him just like licking sap off the trees while selling them to sustain himself.
Pull off the tiny pine cones.
They're like mini corns.
All right, how was PAX, guys?
PAX. Oh man. Okay, so I want to talk about. Josh's not here, but we can tell you what his favorite thing was because we definitely know what it is. Let's go around the table and just talk about one of our, like, I think the thing that stuck out most to us because we did quite a lot in that one day we were there. By the way, mark our words, we will be there for more days next year. So I'll say that my favorite thing was Jed and I were geeking out over the cyberpunk books that were available because there were some that I'd never seen.
Nice.
I bought 2 of them, and the best thing that happened was when I went to go buy them. This is before we had our interview with Gamer Mom Luna, and they were just like, all right, so if you want to leave the books here, I was like, okay. They were like, Mike Pondsmith, the author, can sign them for you. I was like, yeah. Yes, of course, please. And then they were like, cool. And I was like, so I don't have to carry around my books, and they're going to get signed by one of the greatest TTRPG authors ever. I was like, this day has gone 1,000% better now. It was amazing.
My favorite moment had to have been when I got into the con before everyone else. I was just kind of getting to lay the land, ran into a few people from the TTRPG community, which was awesome, and then I just got queued up in this like sign up for a table kind of thing in one of the rooms, and I was just next to this guy, and he had like a crocheted hat with like deer antlers like sticking out of it, and I was like, dude, I love your hat. And it started with "Dude, I love your hat," and ended with the DPS crew game testing his TTRPG that's going to be published next year. Guild Chronicles, pretty sweet. So that was the highlight of my day.
Yeah, they gave us a lot of fun. I'm excited to see where it goes.
I loved my character, Bubbles, the Neuromancer.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was Reginald the Seer.
Your characters always have weird voices.
Yes.
Jonathan, before you ask, my guy was named Bartimaeus the Knight, and he was naked.
That's nice.
He had a loincloth.
He had a loincloth.
Yes.
Except I was fighting and I was a defender, so that thing was flapping all over the place.
Just everywhere.
Protected himself with the power of teamwork.
Yes, yeah. It was really funny because the guy was like, "You're going to need a healer. You know how much damage I took? 4.
Yep.
He was like, wow, okay, you guys really worked well together.
It was like, I'm afraid one of your characters is gonna die.
Nope.
I hope one of our characters dies.
That's what I wanted to test the limits of the system.
Right.
I demoed BattleTech Alpha Strike with Jed. That was like one of the first things we did. Jed and I, but mostly Jed, really likes giant battle mechs. I like Pacific Rim, battle mechs and kaiju in one story. I think that's like the ultimate mesh. But mechs fighting mechs is good enough. So we demoed BattleTech Alpha Strike, which is like the more like quick play version of BattleTech, which is like super intense, where you like blow arms off your mechs and stuff. This is more like you have a mech and you have health and armor, and you kind of fight each other, and it's more fast paced. It was awesome. It was extremely fun. Jed and I went halvesies on the starter set, and he's currently painting them all, which is pretty sick.
Yes, yeah, he's our private Discord chat has been blown up with all of Jed's paintings.
I know Jed needs to post that in the little creative chat. You know, the creative threads.
He will when he's done.
Yeah, probably.
When he has his amassed army.
But by the time this comes out, you all will probably have seen them all.
Yeah, we did a one-on-one just duel, and I think it lasted 4 rounds. We moved in on each other in the first round. Second round, I lost the initiative again, had to move over, and he chased me. And then he lost initiative, and he moved into a really stupid position. And then I used my movement to go right behind him and blow him up in 2 turns. So it was really fun. He made a critical error, and he knew what he did as soon as he did it, which was the best part.
That's always the best part.
But John, we are going to play this game in a group. This is it was the pace and the simplicity and the fun level was like akin to Smash Brothers.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like a thing where I imagine you could just like get a bunch of people, play several like rounds of this, and just have a great time.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. I cannot wait to play in a group, because like just a five person free for all would just be crazy fun.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Let's see. Like, unfortunately, I didn't play some of the games I was looking at. I wanted to, but I'm just terrible when it comes to lines. Like, at a certain point, I'm just like, okay, it'd be like 40 minutes, but then I'm like, oh wait,
that's the story of the con. Is there is
I'm
way
not
too
a
many
line
things to
person.
do, and way too many games to play.
Yeah, way too many things and stuff like that. But I at least was like listening in on some of the games that were being played, and a couple that drew my interest. One was by this company called Archon, and this is the one. They actually had 2 different ones, and it took me a moment to remember. But one was called Eschaton or something. But basically, the whole premise is you are a cult leader, and you're just trying to amass a army for the Dark One's favor and stuff. So you're basically like a cult leader trying to rise above other cult leaders. So it's just like a fight between a whole bunch of like evil people. And they had I think it was a more dice-based game that it was called Nexus Infernum. That you were a necromancer. And you're trying to command your skeletal minions to harvest arcane energy from portals and then shatter your opponents.
Sick.
And
nice.
And plus they were really cool because they actually had a CD that I think a bunch of people that were there, I think, play in a band, and so I bought one of their CDs, and they're actually pretty good.
That's awesome.
Like, they're like doom metal, so it's just like really grungy and chunky like beats. And
that was that one guy with all the tattoos.
There's a lot of people with a lot of tattoos.
Well, at the booth. I was with you
He
at
was
that
the
booth.
only one.
There's only one tattoo there.
No other people, even on this pod, has tattoos.
That's right.
And on the other end of the spectrum, the other one that, again, I listened in on a little bit was something called Mycelium. which it just says Mycelium, a mushling game where you play as little mushroom people trying to spread your network. Because
It's so freaking wholesome and adorable. I love
I know.
it.
Really. Oh, the pictures are adorable too, because
I
they're
saw-
just like little mushroom people.
I saw something on that vein of like something I didn't get to do, but just looked interesting. I just saw as I was passing through a game that just said Japanese. Play the game, learn the language.
Yes.
What is
They-
that? It sounds cool.
That
Again,
Yeah,
game,
they've been. I've seen them at several conventions.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I saw it and I was
Yeah.
like, that looks very intriguing.
Huh. Yeah, that's really cool. So we can't talk about too much of what I'm about to talk about, but I at least want to say that we got to playtest Starfinder Second Edition.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And it was me, Kelly, Mark, and then Jeb was there. Tim, you had already left, and we were just like, you know what? Let's go sit in the line. What can we lose? And it was so much fun. I think we were the last table for that for the guy running that game, and I hope we made his day because we were having an absolute blast and we were all cracking up. But I can say that I don't even think this is a stretch to say that Starfinder is going to do well in a 2E template. We all had an absolute blast with some of our abilities and just the character, the pre-gens that we had and stuff like that. I'll say that Kelly was the only person to do the absolute funniest thing in that session.
Oh yeah, that was awful. My tactics were questionable and my rolls were god awful. So that led to some pretty fun combat for not too dangerous of opponents.
Yeah, it was
I made
very
things
funny.
a lot harder on us.
I know. What was funny too was the fact that like we were just fighting space pirates. By the way, it was just a classic like Starfinder thing, and that guy rolled like an absolute god against us. The first two attacks were against me. The first one was a hit, normal damage. Second one was a crit, and I immediately was like, I am in terrible danger.
Well, it was anything like Kelly was just like, oh, and he fell, and then he's like, and the guy that was GMing was just like, well, guess I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah. He's just-
I was a Solarian cat person, and I failed twice, just climbing down a sloped wall. I fell on my face.
Picks the historically overpowered class, dies instantly.
Yeah. It was fun. It was pretty bare bones, but it was fun to see some of the classes in 2E format, and I really wish that there had been some sort of starship combat playtest, but that is not available to anybody yet, so I will be waiting for that.
No, that'll be the thing that's going to have the biggest overhaul, I think, and I feel like it's going to benefit a lot from the 2E system, and just like I'm excited to see where it goes. So, but you guys are going to a con. It's called Kintargo Con.
Hey,
It's happening all the time, every day, every year. Which people
Grimshaw didn't tell us Kintargo Con was going on.
Oh yeah, sorry guys, I forgot to mention, just Kintargo Con, just like act cool, don't embarrass me in front of my friends. Alright, let's go.
I'm going to the art gallery.
Oh gosh, Spencer, you're such a nerd.
Just go,
I want a sweet fucking picture of an ultramarine, alright?
yeah, that's when Grimshaw's like, you rented out a hotel, right? Those rooms are booked.
Wait! You guys didn't pre-order your tickets?
It turns out there was no more room for them in the inn.
You see a bunch of people running around in Kintargo as this place is fucking huge. So Kintargo, I believe, I don't know if I said this on air, but I'm gonna pull up the size of Kintargo and what it says. You can look this up too on the wiki. But Kintargo is also known as the Silver City. It is the capital of Ravenel and is situated in Nisroch Bay at the mouth of the Yolubilius River. It is the main harbor for ships heading north to Varissia and west to Anchor's End. It is a level 7 large city with 12,000 people. So it's big. It's very big. It's very busy. There's always stuff happening. Fun fact: I might have said this. If not, this is the city in which the entire Hell's Rebels adventure path takes place.
Oh,
yeah,
sick.
Yeah.
I think you did mention that.
Yeah.
But it's awesome because it's just like just grasp that an entire adventure took place in this one city, and that's what we're talking about here. So
It's even less dirty than New York.
Kintargo is a place for everybody. Now there's some history here. If Timmy, I remember I was telling you to like kind of read up on stuff since you guys were coming here next.
Yeah.
But you guys just arrived with Halika, and Halika, as you guys walk through the gates, and then he is ready to go to. Let's see, where would he want to go to first? Probably Castle Kintargo to meet with his other Knight Elise diplomats and stuff like that. But so he's just sort of like, so would you all like to join me? I'm going to go meet up with some of my superiors.
He has this lanyard on and all of his like little buttons.
Pins.
Yep, yeah, he's got all his pins, yeah.
So our primary goal here is investigating the owner of the ship, right?
I mean, we have a couple threads to follow. There's the owner of the ship. There's the Sunset Imports, which was the last lead that we had on the Scarlet Triad.
Yep.
And I mean, Grimshaw wants to contact the Order, see if they found anything. Because when Grimshaw, unbeknownst to the rest of the party, maybe beknownst, he wrote a letter to his Order, giving him a status update, and said, hey, you guys check out Sunset Imports. I'm going to go check out this here portal thing, and we'll circle back. So, yeah, first order of business for Grimshaw is going back to his Order. I mean, unless everyone really wants to go to Helica and his other nerd diplomats, like, Grimshaw might tag along for a little bit, but... yeah.
I'm good at doing whatever. I imagine Benson is probably just going to stick with Grimshaw.
Yeah, like Elk, I mean, like at first, like he would bring you walking in and stuff, but he might veer off and inspect other things within the city. I mean, like it's a place to explore.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, most certainly.
And honestly, coming from living in Absalom, like this is probably kind of like oh god, this is close.
No, it's it very reminiscent of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Upon second thought, maybe we're like ruminating his invitation. I think Grimshaw does want to go with him, kind of see his mission to completion. I mean, Kintargo, every city has its safe spots and its unsafe spots. So I think Grimshaw just want to make sure he doesn't, take any wrong turns.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I mean, he has his directions and his orders and stuff like that. But yeah, if he just like kind of starts walking, and as you sort of are like following him, he's just like, oh, sure, yes, we can go to the embassy now.
We
yes.
just want to make sure you get there okay,
What is the city particularly dangerous? I was told that there's that it's quite safe. There's clearly like silver guards walking around.
I mean, if you don't want us to go with you, that's totally fine. But you offered, so I just thought I'd take you up on it.
No, you can come with. No, it's perfectly fine. Would you like coffee? I can. I hear they have good high quality coffee or tea at the embassy.
Yes.
What time of day is it actually?
You would have got here around 10, 11 or so.
Yes, coffee would be nice. Do you know if these percolators at pour over, espresso, cold brew? Do you know?
I'm sure we have quite a selection.
French roast? Do they do French roast?
I don't know what French is.
I'm partial to Italian roast myself.
So, what are these words you keep saying?
Oh no, partial to Colombian.
Oh, Kezra, you mean Varisian. I understand.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm sure they probably
like,
have coffee and Murad.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Ben's like, I hate you all so much.
Benson's an espresso guy.
And Benson probably drinks Folgers. Let's be honest.
Benson's rich.
Because he drinks
strikes it.
Folgers.
Because he drinks Folgers.
Every so often he splurges for the artisan kind. And
Artisan Folgers.
Benson only drinks the cheapest instant coffee you can buy.
a caffeinated version of Sanka.
Yeah.
So you guys go to the embassy, and it takes you, the 30 minutes to get there or so, walking through the city streets and stuff like that. And you do see some people that, as you're walking with somebody who is dressed and playing the part of a Nidalese diplomat, he's a cleric, in fact, of Zon-Kuthon. Some people are giving you some looks.
That's what I thought.
Not him, but you guys.
What? Why would they be giving me looks?
Dude, we look like a group of very dangerous people.
Go ahead and roll me a society as you're walking through. Grimshaw, yours will be easier, since you live here.
I really wish Kezra was better at any knowledge besides Arcana.
It's not magic, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Is this city magical?
It's not a dragon in sight.
No dragons. No
Starting
firewalls.
off.
This place is dumb.
Kezra doesn't know shit.
26 society.
19.
19.
I'm still trying to find my society.
He sees like a child. Kezra just like sees a child giving him an eye, and he just like just like lunges at him. Fuck out of here!
It's like,
Cast lightning bolt.
Cold cocks a kid right in the face.
Scary man. This Deca 9-year-old. Toss him into a hay bale.
Like he ragdolls against a building.
Oh my gosh, Kessler, do you know what keeping a low profile is?
No, he clearly doesn't. How, you haven't figured this out yet?
I mean, I just thought we were just on the road, you know? Oh my gosh. This could be a lot harder than I thought.
You're acting like we're going back to your old fucking college dorm, man. This is just a city.
To be fair, you're being eyed up too, so.
I mean, of course I'm being eyed up. I'm beautiful.
Clear.
Sir, what was your rolls again?
19.
19.
26.
26.
23.
Okay, so even the Grubshaw, you get this just because you're aware of the political situation right now, but a lot of people know of the treaty and trade that is trying to be established between Nidal and Kintargo.
Right.
And there are some people that are just like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. There's some people that are just like, they're doing something. I fucking know it. Like, and then there's other people that are just like, it's so new, it's like kind of fresh. The most that they have said is like, yeah, we're looking into it. That's most of what people have heard. So you get people that have bad opinions, or you get people that have paranoid opinions, and you get people that don't want to have an opinion at the moment.
Okay.
But you do see some people that are kind of just like, oh, they brought armed guards with the Nidalese diplomat. Cool, great.
Oh.
And you get that sort of vibe where people are just like, I knew it. Like, why else would they walk through the city streets with that? You hear some murmurings like that as you're walking through.
I can see how we're putting off the wrong impression.
Maybe we should break off then if we don't want to draw attention.
Elk stealths away.
I'm gonna double.
Bye.
Did I catch on to this, Jake? I can't remember.
Yeah. You would have.
Okay. I'm. Yeah. So I think Grimshaw is going to use his double speak ability to inform the group that we're drawing a little bit too much attention, and that we should just kind of duck off and just to follow him. So he's going to say something like,
Well, look, you're a big boy, so I think you got it from here. See ya.
Okay. So, you know where to find me. If you need aid of any kind, I can provide healing. Obviously, the restoration. Okay, bye.
Yep, we'll take you up on that coffee later. Yep, see ya.
He just stands there in the center of the street, just waving, slowly walking backwards as he turns around. But
Coach tries to talk to his the other Nidolee's people, and they just reject him. They walk in front of him, and he keeps trying to catch up.
they get there, and then he walks in, and a bucket falls on his head. They're like, newbie!
Yeah. You got me.
There's tacks in the bucket, so he's just like,
They're like, yeah!
But he's also like, it hurts so good.
All right, you guys have left Halika to go be at the embassy. What would you guys like to do? I will give you some things here in the city. This is a very large city with a lot of resources available to you. If you would like, there are downtime activities you could have here. You guys are investigating things, so it's not necessarily, that... this part of the adventure is certainly done with discretion, let's say, where you guys are investigating leads. I can't imagine you guys are going to be busting into Sunset Imports. You just have a name right now. That being said, you know stuff is happening here just because of the connection with Sunset Imports. But Kintargo isn't blowing up, so you have downtime to be able to do. If you would like to go shopping, if you would like to go look for stuff, we can do that.
I think Kezra, he doesn't really need anything right now, but he definitely just wants to get to the bottom of this. At least start getting some leads on the Scarlet Triad and see, they just attacked a town right up the shore, and, what's the buzz in the city about that? Can you talk to any of the guards, or just get some vibes from people?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. So gathering information would be a diplomacy. So if you roll diplomacy, it'll kind of give you that's the sort of vibe check of the city.
I actually have a feat for this.
Yeah, Kezra's not the most tactful person. Yeah, he's more Grimshaw. Can we use your connections with the city, or you know who to go to that we can talk about the Scarlet Triad? Try to find out if the news from Cypress Point has gotten here, and what the city is doing about this.
Yep, so I'm going to use my discreet inquiry skill. So basically, I can hide the true intentions of my inquiry among other topics that are of little interest, and I can do this without increasing the difficulty or taking more time to gather information.
Okay. Yeah, so you can do your discreet inquiry to kind of ask around. So if you like, make a diplomacy check.
Yeah, so it's essentially other people would not learn. I guess a secondary effect is other people would not learn of our attempts to gather information,
right?
Unless they succeed my deception DC. So, for example, we can inquire about the Scarlet Triad, and even if they have people that are actively listening out in the city, they would have to beat my deception DC in order to know that people were asking about them, sort of thing.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
That'd be good use at the embassy too.
Yes, it would. So I guess
I know we kind of possibly ruled out Nidal as an issue with Triad, but
you never know. I guess
you know us. We don't trust anybody, do we?
Nope.
Don't leave town.
We're just waiting to find the deed in Kintargo.
The key to the city.
Wait. Oh my gosh!
To the city.
It turns out nobody has signed the deed for Castle Kintargo. It's yours now.
I'm gonna give this dice one more chance, and then it's going to dice jail. I got a.
I feel like Tim should. I feel like Grimshaw should get a circumstance bonus since he's from here.
Yeah.
I was lowering the DC for that. Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna help. I got a 21. I know it's rough.
21 is that's sufficient.
I will aid. This was my idea anyway.
Sure.
I don't aid, but I don't critically fail.
Okay, gotcha.
He has some questions. Kesher just goes, "Fuck you." I'm sorry.
Hey, buddy, have you?
My bad.
And it was at that point Grimshaw realized there is no sane member to turn to.
Excuse me.
Ben just goes up and grabs some guy. Just, have you heard of us slave traders? Oh God! I'll kill them all. So Grimshaw, as you sort of ask around, and so like, what do you say to some people? There's some basic there's some traders that are around, some merchants and stuff like that. What do you sort of inquire as?
So I'll kind of go about it like doing like,
Oh, like how have the trade routes? They working out okay recently? Any hiccups or anything?
There's some older guys just like, pretty normal things, monsters, a few bandits here or there, but everything seems to be pretty normal.
Alright, cool. Good to know. Yeah, I was looking for a shipment. Perhaps you could direct me to the boat. I was, sent here by one of the local taverns. You probably heard of it, the Thorny Rose. We're looking for an ale shipment. Gotta get that or alcohol shipment rather. Gotta get that Verisian wine. You know what I mean?
Oh, big fancy pants over here.
Yeah, I think the ship that we were supposed to pick up from was the Genie's Smile.
Okay. I mean, it's probably in the boatyard if you're looking for it.
All right, cool. Thanks.
and I think I thought I was talking to someone a little more like a what do you call that person who like is in charge of like in charge of like knowing who the comings and goings, that sort of thing. Like, you know how there's like a person that's like kind of directing traffic.
Oh, right, yeah. So
Yeah.
You say that, and he doesn't seem to be aware of that ship or anything.
Okay, gotcha.
So
gotcha.
that's why he's just like, yeah, go look for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Understood. All right.
I was like, all right, thanks.
So I know that the Genie Smile has not been in Kintargo.
Or you would know this with Elkwood might also know this. It might have not been listed when it came through Kintargo.
I feel like I need to start taking notes now. This is the taking the notes kind of.
This is the taking the notes part of the adventure.
All right.
I think going down to the boatyard is a good place to go.
Yeah, I think I'm really, like, you can see Grimshaw's like, okay, like, I'm good with this, but he kind of seems a little agitated, like he doesn't want to spend a whole lot of time here. He looks like he wants to go somewhere else. So he's gonna like,
Yeah, is there anything else you all want to investigate here? I got some business I need to attend to. I mean, I could meet up with you all later if you want. You could come with me.
Splitting up sounds like a
All right,
great
perfect.
idea.
Catch you at let's see. Go to the Hogs. We'll meet up at 5 at the Hog Squeal. It's a great place to grab a bite to eat.
Hog squeal. All right.
Oh,
They
okay.
have a sandwich called Little Johnny. The Little Johnny and Big Johnny.
But it's ironic because the Big Johnny is the kids' meal.
Yep. So Grimshaw leaves. Benson just turns to the groups like, so he's definitely 100% dead.
I mean, he left the
You won't even see him again.
party, so of course.
He's disconnected.
Yeah, Tim, really rude of you to not talk about the backup character for this part of the adventure.
Well, actually, like in general, Elkwood was going to look around in the city. He's never been here, but I mean, I know Kezra doesn't need to buy anything, but he was curious about getting something. I'm trying to think of what the place would be like for armor and stuff, because he wants to get something for Vermeer.
oh,
Okay.
that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of craftsmen here. There's tons of people that could make that for you in whatever metal or leather or whatever you have, whatever have you.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's armor for him.
Yeah.
It would be barding
Yep.
and heavy, large, because he's a big boy.
Yeah. So that'll be a special custom fit thing, as you can imagine.
Nah, they got armor for giant birds.
Right, there's
Do we need just for a horse? I mean, honestly, that might be the same.
You bring your bird and they just kind of go, "It's not a horse." The heck? Yes.
It's a sky horse.
Oh, sky horse. Yeah, we should have said that. That's down the street. No, you find a guy who he's like, yeah. I can make some. What do you got? A dog, horse, pony. I've even outfitted a bear once, so I can probably do it for you. So you eventually you find this guy who says that he can make it, and he goes, "Oh, you're looking for heavy armor, are you? And you said it's what kind of animal now?"
Oh, one of the avian variety.
An avian, huh? So you're looking to outfit your little bird friend.
Yes, little. Try 20 times bigger at least.
Goodness gracious, how'd you get him that big?
Just mysteries of the universe, apparently.
Always weirdos walking in here with your birds. Fair enough, I'll do it.
How frequently?
Be surprised, there's always some weird PC with an animal companion.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
one meta character, you mean? So he goes, all right, but it's not cheap though. It's 50 gold pieces if you got it.
And he just kind of makes a show of like, oh no, I don't think I have. And then he just, 50. He's just go this
Slams
here.
it down.
He just counts it. Tick, 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 tick. Oh boy, 50. Nearly vintage gold pieces. Look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, but I don't have it around, so it'll probably take me the rest of the day and maybe tomorrow to make it. But if you're willing to come back tomorrow afternoon, I should have it for you.
Oh, that's quite all right.
It's like that scene in Brooklyn
Take your time.
Nine-Nine where he's just like, I can definitely pay for my apartment. He puts down $10,000 in cash on the table.
All right, that's 1 month's rent.
Yeah. Talking about Brooklyn, yeah.
And he and like he does a little scroll. He goes, oh, and for an extra gold piece or two, could you do this like design? And he kind of like does like a sketch almost of like a motif almost, and like that he's trying to do like a symbol like that kind of works with it. Like, if this thing is like barding, it's going to be like a chain almost that hangs around in certain spots. That it's kind of like the link, like I forget what it's actually called, but it's like a center medallion piece.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, but it's like where the chains will link up, so it's kind of like this threshold point.
Yeah. So he looks at it and he goes, "Yeah, I can do that. I'll get one of my specialists to do it for you." We can do that. It might add an extra day, but if we work hard, we might be able to get it to you.
Okay, do what you can.
So you do the exchange, and he takes measurements of Vamir.
Yeah, Vamir just kind of swoops down all of a sudden, and just
Good gracious almighty, the gods!
He just goes, no, he's fine. It just kind of like pats him on his head, and he just kind of like does this little weird, God, it's like a guttural like growl almost, but it's kind of like that bird steal.
Yeah.
Like when you're like, you're fine.
Listen, if there are any artists out there, please do me a favor. Do a hyper-realistic elk, but please make Vermeer just steampunk Big Bird. Gothic horror Big Bird next to
Gothic horror Big
Elkwood.
Bird.
Please.
Just punches the shit out of people.
All right, he takes down the notes. He takes down all the details and the measurements, and you guys are back on the street. It's about noon at this point.
He whistles and he goes away, and like he just kind of goes back in the air, and because he kind of knows he can't just have a giant ass bird flying around the
A
city.
monster, a literal monster, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure you put like a collar on him so people don't get terrified and shoot him out of the sky.
Yeah, I put like one of those rings around his, like a bracelet around his freaking talon.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
tells me people overlook the collar.
He's tagged. He's tagged. He's chipped.
Wait! I made my ballista. No, wait. He's a pet.
He's a good
All right,
boy.
let it go.
Benson would like to ask Elk and Kezra is like, so I've kind of got this idea for an interesting way of possibly either gathering information or just exploring the city. Kezra, you want to be a big dumb decoy with me?
Of course.
So I figured me and you go ahead and talk to guards, people on the street, beggars, anybody, maybe even if we're seen giving out coin to people that might make us a target for some unsavory people. And then we have the surprise Elkwood in the back. Because I think it might be beneficial if we could interview some people who are involved in the illegal underground trade. So, you know, petty criminals, maybe break a couple fingers, and they'll tell us what we want to know.
Well, way ahead of you. I can actually, without saying too much.
Elk's already broken 5 fingers today.
I'm glad.
I actually took that craftsman's arm.
Grimshaw is so glad he's not here right now.
Could I actually roll a underworld check?
Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and you can do some research on any tellings around here.
Not bad. 28.
So 28. So as you're sort of getting the doing a vibe check on the city and just asking about like shady practices and stuff like that, one of the things that you sort of pick up is that they're not talking about that necessarily. There's always been crime, but nothing about the slave trade, nothing about the Scarlet Triad or anything like that. But the thing that you hear a lot about is people's concern with what's happening with the Night Elise diplomats. All of it is exasperated because apparently there have been visions and sightings of the previous ruler, Barzillai Thrune.
Who's that?
Barzillai Thrune is the big bad of Hell's Rebels.
Oh.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So there's a long history with him in it and stuff like that. Pretty much he tried to become this is player knowledge mostly, but if you do some research and stuff, you would find this out too. Pretty much he tried to become a living entity of the city.
A city god?
No, he wanted to become the city, a living entity of it.
The embodiment almost of it?
Yes.
Weird.
That was his big bad goal, yeah.
That's really weird.
It was foiled,
I mean,
obviously.
That's kind of interesting.
So-
But you said
He
it's
was
an
foiled by
aspect
those
that they're
stupid
seeing?
kids and that dumb dog.
Probably. They're players.
Those are players with an animal.
That's what they
commitment.
had. When you eventually topple whatever is here, they'll say there's some stupid kids and the dumb bird. So the entire city is on edge because of this. They know what happened with Barzillai Thrune. Many of them probably lived or have family members that lived through it. And so visions of him coming back are terrifying. And they seem random. Sometimes people are haunted by like visions of him that like he appeared, like his face appears in like the form of bricks, and they'll look again and it'll disappear. They might hear whispers of like his name or something like that, and it's like the whole city seems to hear this and see pieces of him. And there's some people that are scared, like, did he succeed? So while the Scarlet Triad is definitely your guys' focus, you can tell what the city is focused on is the possible return of Barzillai Thrune, the tyrant that once ruled this land and the city.
that just opens up more things there.
Yeah, with that knowledge, Kezra actually does want to buy something.
Okay.
But the people I want to go to might be able to help. So I would like to seek out like an Arcanarium or Wizard, because I want to procure a more powerful Mage Armor wand.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to purchase a 4th level Mage Armor wand.
Yeah.
What does that do? +4, or is it?
No. Mage Armor at the 1st level is +1 to AC. 4th level Mage Armor, when heightened, also gives +1 to all saves. At
So
sixth,
it's like
at 6th level, it gives it +2 to AC and +1 to saves. So that's how it kind of scales. But that's 3,000 gold, and I don't have that.
Oh.
I'm sure we could steal some.
And it's a very high level wand. So
yeah.
this would be a pretty powerful wand. This would be a 9th level wand. So it would require an experienced
Benson,
arcane user.
Benson would also like to go with Kezra, because Benson wants to find anything that could help him move. Just, like, I don't know, does freedom of movement exist in this game?
Freedom.
Dimension Door once per day is fun, but you need something that will
get me
up your
more than
speed a little bit.
15 feet in action.
You need bracers of
Dash.
movement.
Dashing, yeah.
Dashing.
you
Braces.
need braces of dashing.
Yeah, because that will make your movement +10.
Okay, so
Yeah.
25 feet in action.
I mean, it's
Better,
normal,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a once per day usage, but it's
But bracers dashing, that's a level 3 item, so I mean, they should have it.
you should be able to find that.
Yeah, so you know of a place that would have arcane casters of that size. The Alabaster Academy. Once the region's preeminent university, attracting students from across Cheliax. The centuries-old academy still anchors the Veliger district, but has been in decline for decades. So it's old, but useful. They're still trying to keep themselves together. And so they do, offer enchantment services and stuff like that. If you haven't found anything in the market, you could obviously come here. But if you want to come here first, they can make it custom for you.
Yeah, so he wants to go there, and he walks in. Is there a place that seems obvious that I could ask for this, or?
Yeah. If you go in, they have the craftsman's quarters in the Alabaster Academy where people are enchanting. You see a bunch of freshman students that are just making a bunch of +1 +1 daggers. If you play Skyrim, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone's just making daggers over and over again. Yeah, so you see a bunch of students, and there's clearly a teacher there who's instructing them all on how to do these enchantments.
Yeah, Kezra walks in. He goes, "Can anybody help me with this? I'd like to improve this wand here."
A bunch of students come up, and they're just like, "I can help you. No, let me. No. You guys did the last one. No, come on, let me do it." They're clearly pining for the chance to do something here.
Yeah, this is a wand of mage armor. I need it to be much more powerful. Did any of you have that capability?
Oh, they're clearly outside of their field of expertise, and so the professor comes over and he just goes, "You said you want to improve a current mage of armor."
Yes, this one's not doing it anymore. I need a little more protection.
More potency, I like it. You look like an adventurer, you do?
Yes, I've been on the road for a while now. I've come a long way. This is something you can help me with.
Sure, if you leave it with me, and pay the common price, and perhaps regale my students with some of your deeds of adventuring, let them know what true dangers lie outside. Maybe humble them a bit.
Of course. I have a question about the said dangers. We just got to the city, and from what we've gleaned from some of the locale, is the city's a bit on edge because of visions of some Brazilite rune? Is this anything that the Academy here is concerned about?
It gets a little silent in the room. Yes, it is quite a shame some people are seeing him. I refuse to believe it. Basilathrum was defeated. His corpse rotting wherever they decided to put it. As far as I'm concerned, if there's anything coming back, it's because they are making it up, or, silly ghost stories, as far as I'm concerned. Nothing could possibly defeat the Silver Guard or the Alabaster Academy. Not even Thrune himself would dare come back.
Do you have any idea how many people have had these sightings?
It's very rare from what I've heard. Unfortunately, I'm teaching here quite often, but here or there, every few days or so, somebody says they saw something. But how many times can you believe when people say they saw something, heard something, experienced?
Well, after you get past a couple of, I assume, more than 5 or 6, unless you believe these people to be absolutely hysterical and not worthy of trust, maybe we should actually look into this.
Well, if that is your charge, then perhaps you should do that, but I'm going to go with things that I have empirical evidence of.
Kezra wants to sense this guy's motive. Kezra's always been a little weary of wizards, mostly because he's jealous that they're better crafters than him. But he sees them as uppity.
Yeah.
As he would, because he's pretty low class.
Yeah.
Damn wizards and your richness and your books and your stabs.
He leans over to Benson, and he's just like, God, I can't stand wizards. Sticks up their asses, all of them. And he rolls a sense motive, which I'm not great at.
If he says that to me, can I roll a sense motive?
Yeah. You guys can sense motive on him.
Where?
Wizards in their robes.
It would just be perception.
Perception?
Yeah, just roll perception, and it's a perception check for sense motive, is how it's listed in the mechanical side.
Okay.
So yeah, I got a 21.
I got a 27.
You get a pretty good beat on him. You feel pretty confident. He's the kind of guy that, like, unless maybe he sees it himself or experiences it himself, he's kind of just like, maybe you had a hallucination or something like that. Maybe stay off the flay leaf, you know what I mean? It's just, he kind of seems like kind of a naysayer on things.
As Benson throws the joint of flay leaf out of his mouth. How dare you!
No smoking in the classroom!
I'm a lord, I can smoke wherever the fuck I want.
Lights up another cigarette.
Puts the joint out on his hat, his big dumb wizard hat.
I just had the strike lead, you fool.
I'm well
Well, last thing, since that doesn't seem to be a major concern. Doesn't seem like anybody in the city is concerned with the Scarlet Triad attack up in Cypress Point. That's where we just came from. Has that news not made its way here yet?
Cypress Point, that small town, fishing village, right?
Yes, it was raided very recently.
No, I've heard nothing of that. The Scarlet Triad is a group of bandits, and it sounds like a musical group as far as I'm concerned.
Powerful enough casters to summon demons and drakes.
Yes, there was a slaver demon among them. Whoever was leading them was quite powerful. They were piloting a ship. What was it called again? Is the Genie Smile?
The Genie Smile,
Genie Smile.
Yes, a ship called the Genie Smile. Have you ever heard of it?
No, don't often get down to the docks, unfortunately. But I suppose, or I hope, that the Silver Council here was helped dispatch them, helped save them.
No, we did. That was all us.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, you really are adventurous heroes, then.
I killed a drake in one turn. It was really badass.
Wow, I did hear about that. I listened to this podcast.
Oh, an informed gentleman. A man of high class, I see.
What did you rate that podcast?
I don't have iTunes. So
I got it on Wizard Spotify.
Wizards.
It's like a version of Sending, except it just goes
right in your brain. Yeah, there's still ads, by the way.
There's still
That
ads.
doesn't stop it.
Oh, that's even if you
Not
come
unless
a mighty wizard of the arcane, you can't dodge ads.
unless you sign up for their premium service, you know.
Magic Spy.
Magic.
Damn
platinum
you,
pieces a month.
Nex.
We need to start making up fake brands that we can't turn into shirts. Yeah, he doesn't.
What is the Galarian? What's the Galarian equivalent for Manscaped?
If they want to sponsor us, by the way, I would gladly take that.
I'm trying to think
Plain
of
fuzz.
what spell would be useful for that.
Fireball.
It would have to be. Oh god.
Prestidigitation for one would work perfectly.
Yeah.
So this guy, he did, yeah. You can tell he's very much stuck as a professor at this place. Whether or not he's a bit of a curmudgeon about it, he seems that way. But no, whatever the Scarlet Triad is doing here, it's clearly fallen under many layers of talk around town. So with the whole Barzillai Thrune thing coming up, it seems that they might be skirting by under everyone's radar, ears, whatever you call it. Yeah.
Kezra looks Benson as they're leaving, so I pay them, and I assume they'll tell me to come back in a few days.
Yes.
Benson would also
Okay.
like to make the request for those bracers of movement or something.
Dash.
Races of
Racers
dashing.
Is there any way we can get that upcast or something? I don't know.
Get that expedited.
Yeah.
No, just can you get it for at a higher level and it does better, or is that just that's not how bracers
good.
work?
I don't think Bracers of Dashing has a upgrade.
I don't know if it does.
I don't see that.
Can I make it up?
Oh, bracelet
Yes.
of dashing. That's
Yeah,
why I
it's
couldn't find it.
bracelet of dashing.
No, there is there's no improved version. But I'll say this, because it is only item level 3, you can get it now for 50 gold pieces. So
Oh yeah, it drops it right on the table.
Give me this shit now.
Clink clink.
Are people
You-
actually removing gold from the treasure sheet? By the way,
oh, cool.
no, are people doing this?
Oh, our people. I thought you said you were.
I'm putting everything on credit, Tim. All right, I'll pay it when I want.
Because I see I'm kind of confused by our two rows here.
Yeah, I divvied out the gold a long time ago, and everybody was supposed to track it individually as they spent.
Okay, so the tracked
so-
right here is the 1401. That's what each person got.
This is what everybody got before they did purchasing and stuff back in Breach Hill.
I don't think I've
This was like the-
purchased anything.
This was the divvy out after the Moangi.
Yeah. So,
Right. Okay. Understood.
Okay. All right. So.
Actually, yeah. So if he's doing that, so I know I rolled an underworld check again, but if I specified triad,
Yeah.
do you
go
think
ahead and,
that might bring something up? He's just like they're in there, so he's outside, just kind of looking around dark alleys.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and do. So either do diplomacy or society. I will say that you can do underworld lore here, and this will kind of give you a little bit of a point in the right direction if you do well enough.
Yeah, that's not bad. 29.
29. That's pretty good. You have heard rumors that stuff in some people have fallen on hard times in the boatyard, and maybe people are shipping things back and forth that they shouldn't be. But that's not uncommon. But you know that a lot of things that have happened since Barzillai Thrune and stuff like that. That some people have gotten a little desperate.
So basically, what Kezra said, boatyard.
Yeah.
I think from the beginning.
Yes. But yeah, so so you hear sort of maulings about that. Let's go to, if you guys are done, I want to go to Grimshaw and see where he's at.
All right. So Grimshaw's gonna make his way to the Thorny Rose Tavern.
Okay. You go to the Thorny Rose Tavern. Let me get to my drive really quick.
I bet they have nice Reubens there.
Dude, I'd
Fantastic
kill
Reubens.
for a Reuben right now.
Yeah, no, me too.
Oh, same.
Anytime I go to a new restaurant and there's Reuben on the menu, I gotta try it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's usually the thing I'm like, I don't need it. I'm like, no.
Nah, I
got
do.
to.
You do need a Reuben. Everyone, go buy a Reuben right now. Stop this episode. Whatever you're doing, go buy a Reuben.
If you're driving right now, drive to get a Reuben.
Drive to get a Reuben. So the Thorny Rose Tavern. Yeah, you go down the street and you see it, and there it is, plain as day, looking pretty normal. It's noon, so there's some people that are sort of milling about. That there's probably some people that have gotten lunch, maybe there. But as you walk up and you look inside, there's a few people in there, but for the most part, it's just some kid working the counter.
Some kid working the counter. So he he goes up to the kid at the counter. So the counter meaning like a hostess stand type situation, or literally like at the bar?
No, the bar, yeah.
Okay, a kid at the bar.
Aren't you a little young to be serving drinks?
I'm just old enough, yeah.
Does Grimshaw recognize this kid?
You do. You know this kid to be Alvin Hawkins. He's played by Paul Dano.
Oh.
He's working the bar. He's very clearly just old enough to be serving drinks here.
Yeah.
You would have known him to. He was there for about a week before you left. So he's fresh.
So I don't know him very well. Oh, I've known him for about a week. So, Well, no, that
Yeah,
was
ultimately,
before,
yes, yeah.
That was before my level up, so he wouldn't know my double speak, because I just learned that. Wait, did I just learn that? I think I just learned that.
I was gonna say I think you just learned that, but
Yeah, I did. Dang it. Alright, well, so he's gonna, I guess seeing that he's still here, so, he is going to kind of test his metal a little bit.
okay.
And he's gonna say,
Tell me, I could really use a crimson elixir.
He turns around, and he sees you, wide eyes. It's just like, what are you doing here? You need to leave. And he like pulls you into the back closet. He's like, why are you back?
What do you mean, why am I back? I was
What,
supposed to... Do you know where I was?
Alvin drops to his knees. Mr. Grimshaw, you have to leave. I don't know what's going on right now, but it's not good. I don't want you to get hurt. Some of the others, they haven't been back up since going down, and I know they didn't take a secret entrance out.
Back up where?
And he motions down the stairs.
what?
So,
Okay, like, if you're up here, then, like, who's running this place? Is it just you?
yes, he nods. It's just him.
This is so bad.
So your whole paladin order is missing now?
Okay, who went down? I need names.
Well, I know some people are out, but I saw, he sort of looks back and forth, he's like, and he whispers, he's like, it was Athena, Sir Thorn, Malus, and Marvin.
Tell me Bimothy didn't go down.
I didn't see Bimothy.
Sweet
Where's
days.
little Johnny?
Little Johnny, I ate him for breakfast, I had to.
Bimothy's my sweet
actually on
cheese.
the menu.
He's my good time boy.
Okay, so wow, so Athena, Malus, and Sir Thorn. Oh,
Sir Thorn
gosh.
and Marvin.
And Marvin.
And Marvin.
Not Marvin.
They got Marvin Gaye?
They got him. He's down there.
He's the bard of the order.
How long have they been down there?
It's a few days, maybe.
Days?
Well, yeah, I mean,
by the gods. All right.
Shame you're by yourself and we can't all dash down there at once. Like a party.
Yeah, you have the bracers of dashing. You can.
Okay, what else? What else do you know? You say they're not. You say they haven't come back up. You didn't check on them or anything? Like no one's checked on them?
No. I'm not going down there right now.
Why not?
I'm honestly scared.
Out with it, boy. Out with it.
I'm freaking out. Okay, they usually come up and they usually check in, and I haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen anybody come up.
You know that meme where Batman slaps Robin? That's basically what
Yeah.
Grimshaw's doing right now.
Yeah. Poor Alvin.
Speak, boy.
You didn't do the sound song? Like, you didn't try to get... Did you do the sound song at least to see if they did a callback? Like...
I mean, yeah, but I don't hear anything.
Okay, I mean,
you could
at least
do
you
it
did
now.
something.
Okay, so Grimshaw goes to the... He's gonna try to surreptitiously go to the back.
Okay. You go to the back. It's the back room here is a pretty simple kitchen, but you know that there are stairs that go down into a secret location for you and your order. If you're standing at the top of the stairs, you know that it goes down about 20 feet and sort of goes under.
Yeah. So he's gonna listen. He's gonna try to really focus in and see if he hears anything that's out of the ordinary. Like, gosh, this is very unexpected. Oh yeah. You know, I switched to my Greenleaf Geek Dice Dragon Punch Squad for 10% off at checkout, and of course I rolled well. Finally, so a 27 on my perception.
You listen. You hear exactly what you would expect. You know that there, if you listen out down there, you know it's some storage. You know that there's a fountain down there that was left over from previous owners or whatever, but has since been repurposed. But no, it's exactly what you would expect to hear.
All right, he's gonna do the sound song to see if he gets a response.
Diddy, diddy.
You hear it echo around a bit, and you hear nothing back.
So he goes back to... I said his name was Alvin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He goes back to Alvin, and
He's like, well, I'm not going down there alone.
I can't go. I have customers to take care of.
No.
There's people that are like, "Where's my Reuben?"
Get that man his Reuben!
he motions to the guy asking for his Reuben. And he's like,
You have excellent taste, sir. It'll be out right away.
and he just turns back to Alvin. He's like,
I'm coming back. I promise. Yeah, if any of the others come back, tell him to not go down. Tell him that the first of his name will be back within a couple hours. All right.
All right. If you see a maid and Adelaide, which you know to be the owners of this place, they've been missing for about 2 days too.
Oh my gosh.
I saw them leave though.
Okay.
So I'm hoping they just got out and they're safe. But if you see them too,
What do you mean they got out?
I mean they're I saw them leave the front door.
Before your shift or something? Like they didn't give any explanation?
I mean, they're always running off, you know, getting supplies and stuff like that.
So it was usual behavior. It wasn't unusual behavior.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I mean, they're it's not like they've gone down and never came back up. That's what I'm saying. So,
But you're telling me that well, let me get the timeline straight. So last time you saw the owners was 2 days ago. The last time you saw, let's say, the first one who went down that didn't come back up. How long ago was that?
that was about a week ago, I think.
A week ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Did the owners know anything about this? Like, did they say anything?
No, he sort of shakes his head.
I feel like that's very surprising to Grimshaw that they didn't say anything to Alvin about these people being missing or anything.
You didn't think to ask them any questions like, "Hey, have you seen so and so?"
I mean, usually you guys are off, and he looks back and forth on missions.
Right. All right. Yeah, there's a chance that we wouldn't have necessarily let him know about what we're doing. Okay. All right. Well, I guess if you see the owners, just don't let them go down there. I mean, that's per usual, but I don't know. All right, this is uncharted territory for me. But like I said, if anyone else comes back from the order, just let him know the first of his name is coming back in a couple hours. All right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, he's juggling ribbons. He's got 5 ribbons in his hands.
All right. Yeah. See ya.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Oh my gosh.
So you want to go meet back up with your friends?
Yeah, I'm gonna. All I have to do is just hear the whispers of, "Wow, big bird," or "Who's that guy with this covered in scales? Is that Benson Black?" Probably find him pretty easily. and every once in a while, when he hears like someone be like, "Oh, did you hear about Benson Black?"
Like, are you talking about Benson Black? The one who wears the cloak? Tell me, where is he?
Benson's like, this is why I ran away. Everybody fucking knows my name.
I hate it, and he just exacerbates it. You guys, you would usually find them as they're walking outside of the Alabaster Academy, just in relation to where the Thorny Rose Tavern is.
And I stroll up to them and just like,
really? You win here?
Where all the nerds are?
Yeah, I had some business to take care of. They didn't seem concerned about the visions that people have been seeing, nor were they abreast of the knowledge about the Scarlet Triad, and again, didn't seem to care.
Oh yeah, no.
I feel like
no one knows about the Scarlet Triad around here. It's actually really dumb that you mentioned them. They're probably tailing you right now.
We look behind us, just a crowd of Scarlet Triad members.
Just a crowd of children. Benson throws himself, sword out, into them.
I think the lesson here learned is I can never leave you all because you're going to say something else so dumb. All right?
I'm less of a spy and more of a get drunk and beat knowledge out of people kind of guy.
So, Jake, can I revise what I asked this particular group of wizards for?
Yeah, you want to do a return? Really
I'm
quick?
going to throw these bracelet on things. That's not enough.
All right, what would you like instead?
Let's see. Boots of Longstride.
oh yeah.
And could I also get...
Wand of Longstrider and Boots of Bounding.
Yes. This is going to possibly make me a lot faster.
Boots of Bounding, item level 7.
It is.
I mean, you have 350 gold pieces, which is what it's worth.
Yep.
The springy soles of these sturdy leather boots cushion your feet and make each step lighter. Boots give you a +5 item bonus to your speed and +2 to athletics checks to high jump and long jump. That's fucking cool.
And Longstride wand at 2nd level.
And Longstride wand. In addition, when you use the leap action with these boots, you can move 5 feet further if you jump horizontally, or 3 feet higher if you jump vertically. Ooh. So a little bit extra distance.
That's awesome.
And you said stride. What was it called?
Longstrider. It's a 1st level spell, heightened to 2nd level.
Gotcha.
It gives 8 hours of movement speed, and that's 160 for a 2nd level wand.
Gotcha.
You said 160 for a 2nd level wand?
Yep.
Hey, Benson, I think I heard something about you placing an order. I can't really show my face in there. Could you order another wand for me?
You need more movement speed?
Well, I like this is after you call everyone stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, guys, you guys are so stupid. Hey, can you do me solid and order this?
Also, why can't you be seen in there?
It's a long story.
You do recall there were a lot of "this man is not allowed in," and it's just a picture of Grimshaw.
Okay, so it turns out Grimshaw
eating a ribbon.
Grimshaw placed a 1,000 gold order and place it on a rubber check, apparently.
He passed the check at the academy.
I cast rubber check. That shit bounced.
All right, so you
You
guys
can put it on the Scarlet Briar's account.
No. I have my own money. Don't worry.
I do actually have the cash, so.
Yes.
Okay, so you were able to get that too. The boots of banding are level 7, but there's also a big city. So
Well, I'm not doing the boots. I'm just doing the.
I meant for Benson.
Oh, okay.
Not you. You have enough.
Shut up.
You guys walk out with less money and more magic shit all over you. Anyway, you guys gather up at the outside of the Alabaster Academy again, and what you guys want to talk about?
I'm in a bit of a predicament. I don't know if you know, but I'm a part of the Order of the Crimson Briar.
Oh, this was the first time you mentioned it.
I couldn't tell by the giant rose on your shield.
I'm such an asshole. I'm sorry.
Well, we have some members that are missing, and they went down in our hideout, and they haven't come back up for like a week. That's extremely unordinary. I don't know, with the reports of ghosts around the city, Scarlet Triad is on the rise. There's just something rotten underneath there. You don't owe me the help, but I think it's all related. I think it's all connected to the Scarlet Triad. I do think that this is no coincidence. So, if you would all be amenable to accompanying me, it would be nice to have some backup. If you're not able, I understand. There are others of my order who I'm waiting to hear from to meet up with us at the same location in a couple hours.
Well, I would generally disagree with you. I think at this point we do owe you a favor. And I don't know if any of you know this, but I'm a paladin of Iomade, and...
Wait, really? I couldn't tell by the giant symbol on your shield.
I'm perfectly willing.
Oh my god, and what is this cloak that
I know. I don't know if you know this, but I use a shield. Alright, I am fully willing to help you with this.
Thank you, Benson.
As you guys are talking about this, everything seems to go silent for a second as you're talking under this. You're talking in this atrium that's outside of the Alabaster Academy, and there's a bunch of people around, but it's one of those like trellises,
Mm-hmm.
like a garden trellis, like thing overhead, and then all of a sudden everyone hears, boom. A massive, church bell goes off, and it's, right over your heads. And you hear it swing back, boom, and it cracks the trellises. And I would like all of you to roll initiative right now.
What?
Megalovania starts playing?
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
This isn't full pivoting at all.
Please roll well.
Alright.
I rolled average. That's right.
Alright. Let me go ahead and pull everybody's thing onto the map.
There's a map?
Well, it's the map of Kintargo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do.
Oh my god, it's an abyss.
Let's see, and Elkwood. Okay, so let's go ahead and get initiative going. Where's it?
We had time to use those wands, right?
That was actually a question I did want to ask. Do they have that on hand, or are we gonna have to wait for those?
No, you would have that on hand.
Okay.
All right, let me go ahead and get you guys into.
I'm beyond excited to be a fast boy.
Okay. All right. Kezra, what did you get?
29.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled well.
Yeah.
Is that Kezra over there?
He's moving too fast, can't
Imposter!
he?
As I stab him.
Grimshaw.
Grimshaw destabilized his timeline and succeeded, so that it's just a casual 33.
Thank goodness you got those things that make you faster.
Oakwood Grim.
31.
And Sir Benson Black.
A fairly less than average roll, so 25.
25.
You're going last.
I know. It's weird. It's not that weird.
And go ahead and roll for the bells.
Roll for the bells.
The twinkling
The
and
bells.
the wrinkling of the bells? I don't remember how that poem went.
They're playing Christmas music.
So the echo of diabolic bells reverberates with a bone-shaking clamor, and everyone around you runs in fear, and something shocks down your core. As I need all of you to make a basic fortitude save.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Baby.
And Tim, I don't know if it's possible, but if you could have like a church bell that rings constantly back and forth. See if we can get that in here.
Church bell. Perfect.
I am going to use one of my hero points.
Oh,
no.
Kezra hears these bells, and they shake him, and he braces himself against whatever forces this might be that's racking him. Rolls again. Natural 20.
Oh,
Fuck
there
yeah.
we go. Okay, so
Well
you changed
used.
nothing from this. Okay, so Kezra critically succeeds. Grimshaw, what's yours?
36.
36. That is going to be a critical success.
Critical.
Critical. Elkwood, what is yours?
32.
32. That is a regular success. So you will take half. And Benson?
34.
So that is a critical success for you. So the only one that will take damage from this is going to be Elkwood here. So you're going to take some sonic damage, 18 points of sonic damage.
Whoa.
As it racks you down your spine, and you feel it in your bones. And all the people that are around you that were just sort of like hanging out, a lot of them, you see like their ears burst. You hear like some of their bones crack as they're trying to like run away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so some of them all of a sudden just like collapse, and they're like just like in agonizing pain.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Grimshaw, it is your turn.
I cannot see the map. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, none of us can.
Oh man, dang it.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what you see when your eyes burst from the sonic.
Yeah, yeah.
I succeeded.
Am I supposed to see the map of Kintargo?
Yeah, Kintargo. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So the bells are ringing. I'm gonna activate my. Activate the cloak and then move. No. I'm gonna see. Is there clear access to where the bells are ringing?
You heard it right above you.
Are they actual bells or
Nope.
they're ghost bells? Ghost
haunt or
bells.
something.
Okay, so
They are called, and I'll give you this one. They're called phantom bells.
Those aren't even real bells.
real bells. Can I do a religion check to see if I can?
You may. Yeah, you
Okay.
can go ahead and do a religion check on these.
No, that is a 25.
25. That is going to be. Hold on one second. So I'll tell you that you know with that it is a haunt of some kind.
Okay.
So you get that out of it.
Okay. Haunt of some kind. What's the policy with rolling, like doing another check? Do I take a map or do I just get to roll again? Is the cost that I burn another action?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm going to use another religion check to try to ascertain more information. I'm going to spend more time to think about this.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That is a 34.
34. That is enough. That you know that these things are called phantom bells, and you know that with your history here, you know that this is some of the things that that Barzillai Throne enjoyed. So this appears to be a sort of manifestation of him in some weird, distant way.
Can I do a battle prayer?
Well, what I was going to say is
okay.
that to disable it, you know that you could you could it's a religion, so it'll be a 2-action thing, so you have to do it on your next turn.
Okay.
It's a religion check to break the curse with recitations against the powers of hell, or you can do performance to try to outperform the bell.
I got this.
Starts dancing.
Right.
They had to throw this in there for the part of
pull
the
out
party.
2 spoons.
Yes. I would actually like to argue that I can use battle prayer.
I mean, sure.
Sick. All right. So
Why not?
I'm gonna, since with my last action, I'm gonna use battle prayer,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take a religion check against the will DC of the foe.
I don't know if they have will saves. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, they do not have it. So
Use the level-based DC.
yeah, that would be the best
So I
thing.
got a 30 for my battle prayer.
There we are. So this is a. What'd you get total?
30.
30. That is a fail, actually.
Yikes. Okay. So, So I call out, raising my holy symbol, which is, for me, it's on my shield. I'm like,
In the name of Milani, this oppression does not belong here in this city. Be gone.
and then nothing happens.
I'm like, Benson, you're up.
Got you, homie.
It is, in fact.
Unless someone else knows how to breakdance really well.
I also
Your
got
time
you,
has come.
homie.
Can I do acrobatics for my performance?
Since these bells were breaking people's bones, can you breakdance so well that you burn people's eyes out?
Yes.
Exactly.
There is a performance DC here. It says to perform an opposing composition. So
Yeah.
River dance.
I think that's a valid point.
He's not wrong.
Except I have a 0 in performance, so
Well,
so that would not help you.
I have a plus in
nope.
performance. Good lord. You don't?
it's charisma based.
Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty. I got nothing.
Okay.
He can't do anything. He just took that hit. It felt like a reverberation just rolling through his body, and it's just it causes him to wince and back up, and he's kind of like in a weird flight or fight mode that he can't see a target because you don't see the bells, I guess.
No. They're invisible.
That's even worse. Okay.
Yes.
So he has his bow out and he's just looking around frantically, trying to figure out what to do, and he's going to delay.
Okay. Then it comes to Kezra.
Yeah, Kezra is worthless here. He will run up to the Alabaster Academy doors and just throw them open and be like, "Get your asses out of here! It's proof enough for you."
Roll me a percentile.
Okay. Uh, 57.
I was gonna say 51 or above. He's just standing there in the hallway as you open up the doors.
Wow.
And so this complaining complainers and wizard here. He was just walking through with a spellbook in his hand. He's throw open the doors, and he just sees all these people just like in shambles around, and he hears the bells, bing, bong, bing. He's just like, my word, what's going on?
Kezra's like, roll a fortitude save, bitch.
That's fucking funny.
Oh no, he's a wizard.
All right, so yeah, the funny that we resolved that conflict that he now understands almost immediately.
I'm gonna change my notes.
Yeah, it's gonna change everything here. Benson, it's your turn.
Okay, Benson is going to see that Grimshaw has indicated that there is a religious bent to this. He is going to raise his sword straight up in the air, but then he's going to flip it up around so the cross guard is up. He is holding the cross guard of his sword up like a holy symbol. And he's just going to scream, Ioma Day! And let's see what this does.
Yep. So this will be a 2-action jam, but you know you're pretty good at religion, so.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Oh.
Let me see if you can.
No.
You see that?
Is that a natural 20 again?
No, we can't see it because your screen background on Zoom.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! It is a natural 20. I'll take a picture and send it to the Discord.
Heck yeah!
Okay.
Heck yeah!
So you put the sword up, and the holy symbol explodes in light, and you see the light. You know how like light will show like the negative space sometimes of like an invisible thing, and you see these bells evaporate through the holy light as you banish the phantom bells. And the only thing left that you hear in the street is the agony and pain of people that have suffered sonic damage to their core. And I will see you guys next week.
Fuck's sake, that's so brutal.
Yeah, especially for these poor level 1 mooks.
They're probably all dead, right?
All of them. Every single one.
46 sonic
blind.
damage.
Should've rolled in that 20.
Too bad you didn't want to.